Judge Penny Wolfgang. Welcome back to the program. Over 7,000 runners converged on downtown Buffalo for the weekend of May 25th and 26th for the Buffalo Marathon weekend. Events included a Saturday 5K baby diaper derby, a trade show inside the Buffalo Convention Center all weekend long, and the big moment for participants from Western New York, 46 states and 17 countries, was the 26-mile marathon, 13-mile half marathon, and 4-person relay to benefit Kaleida Health Gates Vascular Institute. Our John DeShula was there and met some of the runners before the start.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Gary Goodman,
Hey, Gary, how old are you?
69.
69. So that's okay. That's great. What brings you to the Buffalo Marathon weekend, and what part of the race are you going to run?
I'm running the full marathon. Actually, I'm training for the 50-miler. I'm going to do Lockport.
How long have you been a runner?
Forever, seems like it.
Hey, what's your name?
Sherry Cousins.
Kathleen Snyder.
Christy Nichols.
All right. So what part of the race are you girls running today? Is it the full marathon, the half, or the relay?
The half. We're all doing the half.
Yeah. So what inspired you to come out today?
Just a wonderful race, great spectators.
How long have you been running?
16 years.
What makes the Buffalo Marathon special?
It's a local event, and they put on a great event. It's really fun. They have great crowd support. It's a good time.
All right. And all the rest of New York community will be cheering you, right, with the cowbells. All right. What is your name?
Ronita.
And you are?
Tequila. Shonda. Omolara.
All right, so what part of the relay are you running today? Is it a relay, the full, or the half marathon?
Half marathon. We're all running the half. We're all running the half.
How do you train for this half marathon?
Weekly, daily, we have routines to prepare us.
All right, so, and what part are you going to do, the half marathon too?
Half.
Yeah. So how long have you been a runner?
About 10 years.
Are you all, ladies all from Buffalo? No? Well, where are you
They're
from?
from Georgia. I'm from South Carolina, and this is my 198th half. I'm running the road to 200, so I'll be there soon.
It takes an incredible coordinator to pull off an event like this. And for over a decade, the Buffalo Marathon has been under the direction of Greg Weber and his team. We caught up with him as runners made their way to the starting line.
All right, Greg, how excited are you today?
I am over the moon excited. I couldn't be happier. This is incredible.
How many runners are here in Western New York?
There's 5,000 on the street today, 7,000 for the entire weekend.
How long have you been involved, Greg, with the Buffalo Marathon?
Oh man, 17 years. I've been in charge for 10.
Now, are you a runner? Is that why you got involved?
I am a triathlete by nature, and everybody should volunteer for these events, but I'm now a marathon runner, so yes.
Tell us about the charity connections and all the money you've raised.
This year, our heart-to-heart runners have hit $145,000 for the hospital and cardiac care, and the rest of the runners and all the money they've paid, we'll give back another $100,000, so we're somewhere around $250,000 we'll give back today.
Then, just before 6:30 a.m., singer Josh Vacanti and his wife led the crowd with a rendition of the national anthem, followed by fireworks from the Skylighters of New York. And the runners were off.
Oh, sing the sad star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
secret to being a race announcer, calling out the athletes and keeping the energy up?
So it's not only having a big voice and a big personality, it's understanding the sport. You truly have to be an expert on the sport. You have to be confident enough to manage the masses. And I personally think you have to be in love with them, because if you're not absolutely obsessed with these people and admiring what they do, you cannot possibly give them the amount of love and celebration that they deserve.
How many races do you do a year? Do you do just the Buffalo Marathon, or do you do other races across the country?
Yeah, I do probably about 30 race weekends around America every year.
Good for you. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, are you a cancer survivor, Fitz?
In 2019 and 2020, I dealt with cancer. I went through about 15 months of chemo, radiation, surgery, and I didn't like it, but I continued working because this is the thing that fuels me and makes me me, and if I didn't do this, I would have just been sick, and I truly believe that the running community helped save my life.
Yeah.
The runners made their way through a course in the city, cheered on by family, friends, and marathon supporters that lined up on street corners and along the fence leading into the finish. The half marathoners crossed the finish with incredible times of just over an hour. First, the male winner broke the ribbon, followed shortly by the female half marathoner. Then, in 2 hours and 20 minutes, the winning marathoner male to cross the finish was Scott Loforte from the Rochester area, who was also a UB graduate. He was followed at the 2 hour and 51-minute mark by Amherst High School coach Jenny Keenan. After some water and a quick cool down, these marathoners met the media.
Out there today?
It was nice. First time running the Buffalo Marathon. Went to school at UB, graduated a couple years ago, so really excited to come back to, ran a bunch of miles and get the win on this course.
How was the weather for you? Was it good or bad?
I was happy with it. I've only ran a couple marathons in much cooler weather, so thought it might be a little warm, but with the cloud cover, it was actually pretty nice out there throughout, so I was real happy with it.
And then what did it feel like crossing that finish line?
That was pretty cool. It is pretty lonely out there in the back half once you kind of get out away from where the half marathon finishes. There are some volunteers out there and some fans cheering, but when you hit this final home stretch, that was just a different kind of energy, and that was really fun to finish up in that sort of crowd.
Did it kind of like drive you to go a little faster again?
Yeah, I was real close to 2:20, so I think that helped me just dip under. I got to check the official time. It's going to be close, but I do think that helped me dip just under.
Scott, how long have you been a runner?
I've been running for a long time. I don't know exactly what age I started, but I don't want to say I was like 8 years old or something like that, and just been sticking with it ever since, just slowly improving. So happy to be continuing the journey.
Is there anybody you're running for? Anybody that inspired you?
I mean, it's always prior teammates, coaches, family, friends, that I got to block out a big chunk of time to train for these type of things. So having the support to do that really means a lot.
How's it feel being the first female finisher?
Pretty fantastic. It was a great course. Lots of people out cheering today. They really motivated you to keep on going. Shout out to all my athletes that were on the course today from Amherst High School. You guys rocked it and helped me get through that finish line. Thank you.
How was the course? What were the conditions like?
It was gorgeous today. Kind of overcast. It was a little foggy to start, which made it really magical and pretty cool to be out there that first half.
What was your pace like? Were you expecting to finish first?
You never know who's going to be out here on any given day, and women are fantastic and can do extraordinary things, so I was really out here to try to hit a personal best today, and I did that, and that's really what was more meaningful than anything else.
Is this your first Buffalo Marathon?
Nope, I've done it in the past on very hot, sunny days, so this was fantastic today.
What was it feeling like when you saw the finish line and then you finally got to cross it?
Oh man, that was so cool to see that finish line and know what my time was and know that I could do it if I put in just one more little surge. My husband was there cheering for me the whole way, so he kept me going.
How long have you been a runner?
I've been running since middle school, and then ran through college at UB, post-college, got into coaching with high school athletes, and continued pursuing my own running career.
Is there anybody you were running for today? Anybody that inspired you?
Just everybody out there that's been rooting for me this entire training circuit.
Where do you coach?
I coach at Amherst High School.
Amherst High School?
Yes.
So your students were out on the course?
Yes, they were. So they cheered for me just like I cheer for them at every meet. It was great.
Finishing the half marathon, full marathon, or 4-person relay is a personal accomplishment that takes months of training to prepare for.
We are 2 minutes.
How did you do?
I did well. I finished. Good time. Yes, it was a good race. Thank you.
One of the new elements for Buffalo Marathon weekend was the video wall that runners crossed through. This spectacular digital display was set up by Indigo Productions with all of the imagery created by our very own WBBZ-TV creative director, Joe Malucci.
Tell us about what you think of the video wall.
The video wall is incredible. I can't thank your team enough. Joe did an incredible job. He made our vision come to life.
Well, I think the runners are going to be impressed, aren't they, when they come through that video wall with all the imagery?
It's the only one in the country. We are the first race to do it, and we are going to set the standard for the rest of the races.
Great work, Joe, for the amazing video wall, and congratulations to the organizers, volunteers, and runners. Over $150,000 was raised to support Kaleida Health and Gates Vascular Institute. Now, an update on some other events coming up. The Juneteenth Festival will be happening June 15th and 16th at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Park, with the annual parade kicking off Saturday, June 15th at 10 a.m. from the Juneteenth headquarters at Genesee and Moselle Streets, making its way through East Buffalo to MLK Park. WBBZ-TV will be there again this year to capture all of the energy and community spirit. For more information, go to buffalojuneteenth.org. June is also Pride Month for the LGBTQ+ community. The annual parade kicks off Sunday, June 2nd at 11 a.m. from Elmwood and Forest near Buffalo State University and makes its way to Allentown, concluding at Elmwood and Allen, followed by a Pride Festival at Canalside. WBBZ-TV will be there again this year to catch up with parade participants and special guests. I can't wait to see you. For information, go to buffalopride.org. So we end this edition of The Big Picture with the sights and sounds of last year's Pride Parade as a preview to what to expect this weekend. I'm Judge Penny Wolfgang. Thanks for watching The Big Picture. I'll see you at the parade, and I'll see you next week.